welcome back to my channel. For those that don't know, my name is Chesney and I'm a flower farmer down here in the southeast of England. Happy New Year! I come to you here in my greenhouse, the first working day of 2025. Let's do this. I thought I would just bring you along with me on today and just show you what I get up to. But today's plan of action, I desperately need to plant out the last of my ranunculus. They are just sitting out in the polytunnel at the minute. I think I'm going to plant them in my low tunnel just to give them that bit longer like shelf life, if you like, because I planted them in the polytunnel last year and they did fantastic, but we had a really hot May and they were over quite quickly because they don't like the heat. They start to go dormant as the weather warms up, ready for summer. So because the polytunnel just got so hot, I think personally they were over quicker than what they would have been if they were outside. So I'm going to grow these ones in my low tunnel outside because I have the benefit of covering them if the weather gets really cold, because obviously we're only January the 6th at the minute. So possibility it might still get loads of frost and cold and all that lovely weather. So yeah, I'm going to plant them in there, and then when it heats up a bit I can remove the cover and they can just be outside. So yeah, but I have also got some lovely butterfly ranunculus, which is the first time I'm growing them this year, and I'm very excited about them. They're all down there. I haven't got too many. I think I've got about 30 in total because I'm just experimenting. But yeah, once I've planted out in the field, I've got to come in here because there is a lot of stuff that needs potting on. I have had quite a lot of like chilled days over the Christmas period because why not? It's Christmas. But yeah, I just thought I'd take you along with me today and just film what I get up to here on the flower farm in a glorious, lovely grey January day. Of course, priorities. I've got my cup of tea in my all year round season mug. It's an autumn mug, but I use it all year round. Annoyingly, I have also got holes in my wellies, so I have put sandwich bags on my socks because we don't have any carrier bags, or I can find my sandwich bags. They're a little bit too small as well, so I can feel my heel slipping out the back. But to be fair, I have had these wellies for well over 10 years now, so I think it's about time I should probably get some new ones. I do have some new ones, but they're ankle boots, and with all the rain we've been having, it is very flooded outside the back of ours at the minute, and unfortunately ankle boots just do not cut it. So yeah, I need to invest in some actual wellies. But I'm just walking out into the flower field now and I will film what I get up to. So as you can see, I've got the middle bed planted up already. That is with all my first lot of ranunculus. This bed is for my sweet peas. I have got some agrostemma planted down there, corn cockle. But yeah, I'm going to do my sweet pea wall along there. I need to mulch it again and just weed along the edges. And then this end I have got all my anemones, and then I have got some anemones down here that I'm going to plant in here. And then as you can see, I need to finish mulching and weeding and stuff the end of that bed. So yeah, that's what I've got to do in here. I'm not going to do the bed today. I'm just going to, my main focus is, my absolute priority today is to get everything planted out. So I've got all these anemones to go out, which isn't that many, but at the back there I've got loads of ranunculus. I'll take you down there now. That is my main priority, to get those planted out and to get my stuff in the greenhouse potted on, because I've got snapdragons absolutely desperate to be potted on, and if I don't do them today they'll probably start to be very unhappy with me. So these are all the ranunculus here that have got to go out, as you can see, because they are very root bound. They are desperate to go out. So yeah, and it's going to hinder their growth if they stay in there. And these are new corms that I bought for this year, so I'm going to plant them out in the low tunnel. But it's just started to rain, which isn't that lovely. So I think, is it raining? I don't know whether to do outside first or inside, because I want to prioritise inside when it's absolutely chucking it down. Actually, do you know what I'm going to prioritise first? Is not letting my tea get cold, because the amount of times I come out here and my tea is cold, I've lost count, to be honest. Drinking cold tea is not the one. Oh, something exciting in the bed, the sweet pea bed. I've noticed some, where I obviously was pulling the sweet peas out when they were very dry, they were obviously dropping some seeds, because I've got loads of sweet peas growing here, here, here. Yeah, I've also got some other plants growing. I've got lots of self-seeded ammi in here as well, in amongst the ranunculus. So they're looking a bit dry actually. I could probably do giving them a water. I need to give everything a little feed. I make a lot of my own extractions and stuff to feed my plants, which I'll share in another video actually, what I do. But yeah, I'm going to get cracking, and I will just chuck this in a tripod and film as I go. Apologies about the wind, it is very, very windy out here, so the audio might be a bit rubbish, but this is just all I can manage at the minute. So so my low tunnel, in here is my ranunculus corms that I saved from last year. As a bit of an experiment, I dried them out, whoa, divided them, and yeah, just tried to save them. However, where some were quite small and piddly, and just a bit weak, where I haven't been opening and ventilating this that much, some of the ranunculus have just gone a bit mouldy, and where there's poor airflow, and died off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear it all out now, just pull out all the mouldy ones. There was also a vole in here having a little bit of a feast on some of them, so some of them have been munched. So I'm just going to clear out all of those ones, and a lot of them are still okay. You can kind of make it out, it's a bit patchy. So I'm going to clear it all out, and then I'm going to interplant it with my nicer ones in there. So yeah, I'm just going to get cracking with that now and pray that I don't get blown away. Sorry, it's so windy out here, it's really not a good day for filming. But I finished pulling out all the mouldy ones, and I have also been de-thistling. There was a big thistle patch here before, so yeah, some of the thistles, we did try and scoop a lot of it out, but some of the thistles are still in there, so I've been thankfully pulling them all out by the long roots, so hopefully that'll stop them coming back. But yeah, you can see I've kind of, they're not the best, but these were my saved corms, so if anything comes of these, it's just an added bonus really, because like I say, I've bought all my corms for the year anyway, so this was just a bit of an experiment on saving my corms. So now I'm going to interplant them with some of my other ranunculus. Let's go inside the polytunnel. I'm going to interplant them with these that I've got down here. Where are they? There. And then yeah, plant the rest out along the other side, and then I've got all my anemones to go in there as well. So I'm just going to get cracking, and then the good thing about doing this is it frees up a lot of my trays, which I need for potting on in the greenhouse. So yeah, I'm just going to get cracking with this, and then yeah, I'll be in the greenhouse where it's much less windy. Woohoo! I have finally done it. I cannot feel my fingers or toes, and my back is really hurting now, as well as my knees, because I don't know why, kneeling on the edge of the low tunnel, I'm standing in the polytunnel because it's so windy. But I'm going to go in now and have a cup of tea and have my lunch early just because I'm hungry and I need to warm up a little bit before I go into the greenhouse. But I've done it. Oh, I've got all bits in my hair. I've got mud on my phone. I've done it. I have planted out all of my anemones, the little ones you can see, and then the other bigger ones out in the low tunnel, and then I planted out all of my ranunculus. I just totaled up from the empty trays that I'm going to take back to the greenhouse and use. 16 times 12 is 192 ranunculus, additional ranunculus outside, so it's nearly 200 extra ranunculus outside. Actually, it might nearly be 200 because I had a few in some pots. So yeah, I don't know how many I've got in here, probably close to 200 here, so that's 400, and then probably about 100 out there, so it's about 500. So it's about 500 ranunculus plants. I think I counted about 600, so I've obviously lost around about 100, which is fine. You have to account for the losses. But yeah, I'm going to go and warm up now and have a cup of tea, and then I will be back in the greenhouse showing what I'm getting up to in there. Hello, I am back. I am freezing. I have got changed because I didn't want to sit in my wet, muddy clothes when I had my lunch, so I got changed into normal clothes because I thought I'm not really going to get that dirty now. It's just my hands. So I've got a couple of hours left until I need to do the nursery run and get little one from nursery. So I'm going to spend the next couple of hours potting on as much stuff as I can in the greenhouse, because I have got snapdragons, for example, that are absolutely desperate to be potted on. They're getting a bit root bound now. So I've got 3 of these. These are Madam Butterfly ones, actually, which I love those. And then I've got this big tray here, which I really, really want to put on. These are my, look at the size of them. These are my dark orange ones, which I grow every year. I've grown them now for the last 3 years. Oh, there's a big slug under there. We don't want him in here. So yeah, and I just love them. I think they work really well. Orange works well with everything. Works well with pink, purple, white, everything. Yeah, and I've got loads of little seedlings that I need to prick out. I've grown some echinacea from seed, which I haven't yet pricked out, and they now look like they're, yeah, not doing great in there. So yeah, I'm just going to get cracking and do as much as I can. But I haven't bought my tripod with me, so I am not going to be able to film it very easily. So I'm just going to get cracking. Time is of the essence anyway, so I'm not going to dilly-dally. But also, look at my sweet peas. How exciting! This one is heaven sent. Oh my goodness. They smell insane. They're one of my favourites. I've grown these now, I think, for the past 3 years. And yeah, they are my favourite. I've got all of my sweet peas down here. And I've got some more to sow, I think. Oh, and I've got a few more there. But yeah, I've got a few more of those that I want to sow and grow outside. Because again, I'm experimenting with growing inside versus growing outside to see if I can just extend the life of them a little bit. So yeah, but the good thing about planting out all of my stuff outside is I now have a massive stack of pots. Oh, they're right here. So yeah, it's perfect for me to put on all of my bits. So I'm just going to get cracking, and then I'll do a little roundup at the end. I'm back. I am done, I think, for the day. I've got about half an hour until I need to start getting ready to pick up little one from nursery. So I am just going to wrap it up, I think. I have lost count how many snapdragons I've potted on. So I've got all of these ones up here. They are a mix of the Potomac dark orange and the Potomac cherry, and then I've got all my Madam Butterfly ones down here, and some Potomac lavender and stuff as well, Costa Silver. But yeah, everything else is Madam Butterfly cherry bronze, red, which I don't normally go for, but they just looked gorgeous. They were like a deep, rich, not quite burgundy, but just like a a blood red, if that's a way to describe it. And then bronze with white, which looks really nice as well. So yeah, I've got all of these here. So yeah, that is, I think that is all of my snaps in here. I think. I always do this and then I find like another tray of some. But no, I think that is all my snaps. I am going to do a January sewing. So I will either do that Wednesday or Friday. Ah, the sun has come out. So nice. Yeah, and then because I'm going to do some January sewing, I will do another video on exactly what I'm going to be growing. Oh, it started raining though. Must mean there'll be a rainbow somewhere. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And as always, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching. Excuse the state of the greenhouse, by the way. I haven't cleaned that corner. Yeah, just thank you as always. I really am so grateful for everyone's support. And if you could subscribe, I would be ever so grateful. And yeah, any likes, comments, shares, all of that stuff, it really does help out, spread the word and whatnot. So I promise I am going to be uploading more videos this year, so stay tuned. And yeah, watch these beauties transform into flowers for 2025. Bring it on. Oh, I just saw I have got another tray of snaps, so it looks like I haven't finished. I can't really be bothered now. I'll do that another day.